We know that more kids are being moved down to the county level because of the restructuring of the juvenile system, which is great. They're closer to home, they're closer to their families, but we need to make sure that there's quality educational programming in the facilities so that kids don't lose education time while they're in the facility, and so that kids who may have dropped out of school or may not have been connected to school before they went into the facility have an opportunity to reconnect.
A couple of years ago, when I was asked to serve on our firm's pro bono committee, one of my primary objectives was to get Baker Botts paired up with Texas Appleseed.
We wanted to go into juvenile facilities statewide, so we were able to enlist the help of Baker Botts, who provided the resources and the team we needed so that we could go into 6 facilities across the state.
We interviewed several stakeholders, principals, district administrators, we interviewed students, we interviewed staff, and we're just able to get a very diverse perspective on what was going on in the facilities.
What we found is that the programs vary a great deal between facilities. We found that in some facilities you would see a classroom that looked very much like what you would expect in a juvenile correctional facility. But in others, the classrooms looked like what you would expect in the school down the street from you. And what works is really innovative programming that engages the student and brings them back into a relationship with learning and with school that they may have lost before coming to the facility.
At my old school, I used to be a really good kid when I was a freshman. Like, I would make straight A's. I played football, played baseball, I ran track. And then I started going down the wrong path. This school, I get back to making straight A's. I get back to working out. The school is just way more different than any other place that I've ever been.
A lot of discipline campuses are punitive. They do feel like a prison, and our campus is very based on the 40 developmental assets. We try to find the good things in these students. Everybody has a gift, and we find those gifts. We focus on what is good about them.
Now I can go up to the board and I can spell, you know, and as I'm spelling and I need help with a word, like, I'm not shy to be like, how do you spell this, you know, or how do you spell that? And like, they help me spell it, you know what I'm saying? And like, I've learned a lot off of it.
And they find out that they have this good heart in them and they've never been able to explore it before. And it lets them be leaders. These are the students who sit in class with their hood on, or they're asleep, or they're walking out of class, and all of a sudden now they're the leader. When they talk, people listen to them.
You know, I've learned how to talk, you know, stand up straight whenever I talk to somebody, look them in their eyes. Like, I learned how to do that here, you know. Not only that, I also know how to put a letter together now, you know. Like, it was crazy how Miss Crosby taught me that. I never knew how you're supposed to do that.
People think of these students who are here in our facility as that they're bad kids. And they're not bad kids, they've just made bad choices. I haven't met a bad kid in 12 years that I've been doing this.
Really kind of being on the ground of working on a systemic issue, doing the interviews, using our skills in that way is an exciting process, because you can trust in Texas Appleseed that the change won't stop there.
What we really want to do is explode the myth that these are kids who are not going to reconnect with school. There's a tremendous opportunity here. And we really thank our partners at Baker Botts for coming with us and giving us the resources that we needed to be able to tell this story.